All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbergen, coming to you live from Donut Shop attendee April's backyard, and she's got a dog. Whoop, dog, pet the dog, pet the dog, yeah. All right, so it is Monday. Hey, Julie, you're first through the door. Oh, wow, you were here at 7 a.m. I guess you're heading off to the gym again. Cool, getting in shape. That's me doing push-ups. Yeah. Hey, Alan. Good morning. A little groggy this morning. Didn't sleep well last night. I made the mistake of reading some news articles last night, and it just interfered with sleep. Oh well. But there's coffee, and there's the tribe, and life is good right now. And there's a dog peeking over my shoulder. Hey, Jennifer. So this actually where I'm at is in a green screen, but this is April's backyard. So like, woo, green screen, woo, light bulb, green light bulb. So, yep. But I'm chilling. So I've had people send me pictures of their backyard so that I can broadcast from their backyard. And then when they're here, we can pose and they can get a picture of me in their backyard. All right. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Aaron, Laura. Good morning. Laura, you're here a little early. You woke up. Donna. Hello, Jennifer. Whoop. Other Jennifer. Good morning. Kimberly. Hello, hello. Yeah, so it's another Monday. It was a busy weekend, as usual. But I did get the freezer defrosted. And so that was exciting. No, it wasn't. It was boring. But, it was important. Jennifer, nope, not my dog. Not my dog. Not my backyard either. It kind of looks like my backyard, but I think her backyard is bigger than my backyard. No, I didn't get a dog. All right, I was babysitting the boss's dog last week, and then this. I guess if I go this way, this is April's dog. In the picture you can see it's green screen. It's not moving here. Ooh, beat the dog, no, don't beat the dog. Anyway. Hey, Charles R. Good morning. Ooh, just got back from dropping hubby off at work. Today's music to wake them up was Bee Gees, You Should Be Dancing. I don't know that one as much as Staying Alive. Okay. So that is Tiberius. Stop that. That is Tiberius. So this is April's, one of April's dogs. Oh, Jennifer, how were the classes? So the classes were interesting. So like I said, I was teaching wilderness survival and foraging at the youth camp. And then at the library, just edible plants and then an edible and medicinal plant walk. So in discussions with the youth camp, I asked the age. And they say, it's going to be some teenagers and stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. That'll be great. What they meant was there are like 3 teenagers and 30 kids under the age of 8. And so it was challenging, but doable. The kids had a good time. And then the library classes were much better because it was all adults and really excited kids. Homeschool kids who already knew some stuff, so that's always fun to interact with them. So, hey, Kimberly, good morning. Hey, Kelly, Cinnamon, hello, hello. Bonnie, wow, people are here early. So, but it was neat, the, brag. At the library, there was a reporter, and she pitched a story about me to Texas Monthly, the digital version, not the Dead Tree version that you can actually buy in stores and so forth. But long story short, there will be an article about me in the digital version of Texas Monthly. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, okay, Bonnie, you're on your way to the pre-op registration. Yay! Take care, lady. We'll be praying for you. Hey, Mike. How are you? Yeah, having little kids myself and excitable, nature-loving little kids, it went fine. It just caught me off guard. But on the other hand, part of the agreement to do that is that they had to supply me with an apple fritter. And they did. They actually had an apple fritter for me. So good, good, good. Man, let me see if I can change this color some. There we go. I look a little less demonic. A little less. All right. Hey, Carrie. Good morning. Chris. Hello, hello. Pam. Good morning, all. See, I did it in Pam's voice. I'm assuming that's what you know. Don't worry, Pam. I don't think you actually sound like me. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Okay, it is a good sign. All right. That was my daughter texting. Usually when my daughter texts me, because she and the wife just took off, the younger Weather, and Mrs. Weather took off to go someplace. And usually when younger Weather texts me while they are driving, indicates that a bad thing has happened. But nope, she was just reminding me to pick her up at 9:30. All right, so that's good. Well, money and fritters, the both. I'm like a rock star now. I have special requests. Kids would love how to get stuck in a rain barrel class. I'm sure. Sure. And then we can roll them down a hill. Ooh, Mike, it was a hot weekend at the farm. We are converting overly stressed and dead trees into firewood. Seems like a perpetual project. Yeah, and in ye olden times when firewood was the way to heat the house, they'd have to, every day they'd be chopping, wood, chop, 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 so they could have cords and cords of wood for the winter. As most people underestimate how quickly wood burns. Like people ask me if I had been on, the show alone, how would I have spent my day? And definitely like the first 2 hours of every morning would have been spent, at least the first 2 hours would have been collecting firewood and chopping firewood and getting firewood. Just so I'd have a nice big stockpile of firewood. Hey, Charles. Good morning. Apple fritters on the rock and roll wish list is pretty doable. Nothing outrageous there. Well, Catholic. So, it's all good. So, what else is going on? But yeah, that and working on stuff. Ooh, I got another podcast that came out, so I'll be posting that later today. Just chilling, a lot going on. It's a busy week for Medicine Man. Oh, okay. Medicine Man news. So those of you who are my gut pill testers, the new formula came in, but for whatever reason, instead of sending, 8 little bottles of it, he just sent me one big bottle of it. So I need to figure out how to separate it and send it out and everything. So slight delay. I don't know what was going on. I wonder if it was just like a supply, because right now, like I said, the supply chain in a lot of things is really screwed up, and like bottles and bags and boxes and containers in general are becoming very, very, very difficult to get a hold of. There's a shortage. Jennifer, I'm so still laughing. I'm dying. And I just want to point out that Mini Weather underestimated the height of the wall. Like I said last night, I popped that, or yesterday morning. The wall was closer to 3 feet tall than 1 foot tall, so it was a mighty plummet to the ground. But, I'm used to doing my own stunts, so it worked out fine. Anyway, we need Survivor Man Merriweather. Oof. Yeah, a lot of people ask that. And as soon as they're paying me, $350,000 an episode or something, I don't know if they'd actually do that. But, yeah, it would maybe. Carrie, I may be trading kids for a new goat roof. He has lumber and corrugated metal roofing. That sounds like a deal. You can breed the goats and make more goats. You can't breed corrugated metal and all that. Yeah. Darlene, I heat with wood stove and use 3 to 4 cords of wood every winter. And what is the dimension of a cord of wood? It's pretty dang big, actually, isn't it? I can't remember the actual definitions, but it's... Ah, Pam, yeah, I'm so irritated the way they cleared too much land of trees around here the last few years. The land is still unused and timber rotted on the ground. Ah, you know, frustrating. Ooh, Mike, hog activity is down as the dry days of summer kick in. Your hunting spot still has running water, but other creeks have stopped flowing. No, my buddy and I, we've been talking about the fall and getting more pigs. Hey, Melanie's here. Hey there, taking my 30-minute break. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, Kimberly, I need the gut pill. And so, like I said, we'll figure it out here. That's on my project to today. And it might just be, it's a little awkward sending pills and baggies through the mail. So I want to have it look at least somewhat professional. Ooh, Alan, the hummingbirds are mixing up more than usual this morning. Ooh, I guess maybe in the hot weather they're fighting over the sugar. Ooh, Dad and Mom are here. Good morning, everyone. Trying to decide what to make for breakfast. Probably bacon and eggs. You can't go wrong with bacon and eggs. Most definitely. Given the choice, bacon and eggs. Oofta, been driving since 3:30 in the morning. Eee. Ooh, Diane, just found a sphinx moth caterpillar in my garden. Cute little guy, green with the 2 spots that look like eyes. They're kind of big, aren't they? They're like, the size of a pinky, and they have the 2 staring eyes. So the birds think, uh-oh, it sees me. I better not try and get it. Ooh, Cinnamon, try working in the supply chain for a hospital. Everything is on rolling back orders. Ooh, that sucks. Yep. Oh, man. Note to self, don't go to the hospital. Hey, Bernice. Good morning. Leslie. Hello. Let's see. Getting my winter garden ready. Deciding which beets to plant this year. Beets and carrots are first to go in. Does anyone have a favorite? No, I'm trying to remember what the beets... Where are you located, Leslie? So I use the Texas Montgomery County Master Gardener's planting calendar and varieties list, and they listed some specific beets for the area. Roasted beets. I don't remember what the variety is, though. Hey, Curtis. Good morning. How are you? Any big plans for the week? Whoa, wait, I'm on a 10-day of COVID in Slovenia? I credit Medicine Man for building my immune system before I got infected. Heck yeah. Hopefully it'll go quickly. Okay. A cord of wood is 4 by 4 by 8. So, and Darlene also said 4 by 4 by 8. Okay. So 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, 4 feet high. It's a lot of wood. I think most of us, Jennifer, when Carrie said that, thought kids as in children. And I'm sure at one point or another, those of us with kids had said, yeah, I'm okay with that. Love my girls. Okay, 168 cubic feet of fire. Kimberly, hope you feel better soon. I'm clear of it for a month and still feel exhausted a lot. I'm sorry. Okay, and then actual cord, not face cord, is 4 by 4 by 8. So what's a face cord then? Is that like half thick? Just like one row of logs? Ooh, April, I grew up with a wood stove because our electric baseboard heat was too expensive to keep the house warm enough. My mom would go buy wood from my dad, who would spend his days off gathering and cutting woods. All right, Melanie, I am on I-81 in Virginia, heading to Georgia. Georgia peaches. Hey, Nicole. Good morning. How are you? Oh, hey, Jennifer, that's a good idea. Would the dollar store have small containers to put the sample pills in? You're brilliant. I like that idea. I'll have to check that out. 'Cause, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, Kelly, I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth, and we go through 2.5 chords. Probably order 3. We are in La Nina. Farmer Almanac says a cold winter. Hey, Evie. Good morning. Laura, I have a winter garden. I grow ridiculous amounts of snow and ice. I believe it. That's what you get for living in Canada. Need to get a greenhouse. I plucked a green horned worm off my tomatoes yesterday. Fed him to 2 socks. That bird isn't doing his job. Okay, Leslie, Waller County. Yeah, so I don't know if Waller County Master Gardeners have a calendar, but Waller is close enough to Montgomery. I would say the plants listed in the Montgomery County Master Gardeners planting calendar, the plants and the varieties, would do fine there in Waller too. I've always had the best luck when I follow their stuff because they test everything, they grow everything, and find out what works, well in this area, and then that's what they publish. My winter garden will have peas, carrots, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts so far. Cabbage, and then sauerkraut, and then you throw some carrots in there for the sauerkraut too. Yum, and then some broccoli. I was surprised. I was doing grocery shopping yesterday to cook some stuff for supper. Made some steaks that I had, but the younger one said we should have Brussels sprouts because apparently she likes the way I make Brussels sprouts. Just cut them in half, sprinkle some seasoning on them, drizzle, soak them in butter, bake them in the oven, and caramelized Brussels sprouts. Really, really good. Hey, Henry. Good morning. Jonathan, I have 1 1/2 cord set back for the winter. I have central heat and air, but it's nice to have the backup. Ooh, here we go. Whoops. Add collards, kale, and daikon radishes. Love the daikon radishes. All right, could you post a gardening site? Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to post in Montgomery County. Montgomery County Master Gardener planting calendar. Let's see. Was this one? Oh wait, maybe this one. That one doesn't have the specific varieties. Hold on. No, that's their test garden. Well, all right, let me put this up, and then from there you can branch outwards. Oh my, Melanie, this trip takes me through 6 states. I wish I was in a 7th state, the state of intoxication. And that would be Kentucky. Just saying. Oh man, Mike, our maple leaves are already starting to yellow, maybe in early winter. Ooh, possible. That is early. I mean, it's just been such a weird summer. Face gourd is 16 inches long? They were like deep. Okay. All right. Pam, I still haven't gotten over the ice we had killing all my plants a few months back. I can't imagine living somewhere that had snow and ice for long periods. It sucks. Love you, Dad. Love you, Mom. But that's why I'm in Texas. Oh, cool. So, April, I successfully grew cabbage last winter. I was impressed that I got a little head. Little cabbage. Nice. I love cabbage. Ooh, our Mexican plums are ripening and falling. Man. There's near my boss's place in the Heights. There's a boulevard, the strip of grass between the two roads. The strip of grass. Anyway, and they have it planted with Mexican plums. And I drive by there and just watching them get big and, well, not big. I mean, Mexican plums are only a big. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. But I'm figuring technically probably can't harvest them. But maybe if I catch them in midair. Hey, Kathleen. Hello. Laura, I am convinced there is no way to make evil, disgusting Brussels sprouts taste good. Those things are the devil. The only thing worse are pine nuts. Okay, Laura, you got weird taste buds. I'm just going to come out. I think we're all thinking it. I'm brave enough to say it. Because, yeah, Brussels sprouts, some roasted. Oh, yeah. Pine nuts. Ooh, very good. So, but hey, to each their own. Yep, Jennifer, plums, yum, wine and jelly. I'm thinking some jelly, some plum jelly. Because to make wine and then distill the wine would be illegal. Hey, Sherry, good morning. Ooh, Mike, that makes sense. We palletize our firewood for easy movement and less handling. As customers buy, we just set the pallets on their trailer. Very nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot you sell firewood. Huh. Kimberly, our elm and mulberries are yellowing and falling too. And like, if it were a drought, I could see that happening in a drought. But we haven't had a drought this summer. At least, well, so in the area around Houston, not really droughtish. I think we were probably above grade for amount of rain. But yeah, this is some disturbing reports here. I don't want a cold winter. Gary, the envelope I was storing my seed packets in had a bunch of random seeds in the bottom. Last week I tossed the mystery seeds in the garden. All right, we will see. Laura, starting to see the very tops of the trees change color here on a few trees. Well, I guess. I don't think it's so. Like, the younger, whether she starts school this week. I mean, then school is back in session. And back in Minnesota, it seemed like, it was summer the day we started. But within 2 weeks, the leaves had changed and fall was here. So I guess we're there. Yep, winter is coming. Please don't chop off my head. Let's see, our Mexican plums yellow, buff-colored when ripe. So the Chickasaw plums would be a little more on the yellow side. As far as buff-colored, I don't know what buff color is. So they start out kind of a light pink purple, and then they turn to more of a gray-blue color. Ooh, Kimberly. Okay, we're getting gas heaters soon, not having another February. Good. Pine nuts are yum. I agree with you, Kimberlyn. Mike, we subscribe to a number of Facebook woodcutter and firewood processing forums, and face core definition is debated and discussed. And unfortunately, there seems to be a regional definition. Ooh, this sounds good. I had some Brussels sprouts shredded and fried with bacon and served with a spicy aioli. It was fantastic. That does sound good. Now, yeah, here, Pam, that's around. I love Brussels sprouts roasted, but they don't like me. They are powerful food for the microbes in your gut. That is true. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Jennifer, perhaps you know someone with a large semi that could drive by Mexican plums and shake the ground, causing said plums to fall off. That's a possibility. Ooh, Donna, Mom would be jealous. Our pear trees are exploding with pears. I'm trying to decide what to make with them. I wonder, can you make pear sauce, like applesauce? I'm assuming you could make a pear sauce. I mean, just whip them up, throw in some cinnamon, call it good. Cook it, can it. Oh, cool. You have an aerobatic system to keep the trees watered several times a day. That'd be good for it. No, you're supposed to take the pine nuts out of the pine cone before you eat them. Well, where's the fun in that? You want to do it the easy way. Ooh, Jonathan, I steam my Brussels sprouts and drizzle olive oil and then sprinkle pink Himalayan salt. My boys call them alien brains and he doesn't like them either. Ah. Okay, how do I get rid of the tannin bitterness of the sumac? Is it already processed? Because most of that bitterness is located in the seeds. And so if you want to spend the time to cut each berry in half and flick the seed out over and over and over, you can do it that way. But that's about it, really. Because you can't do the water leach method because that will take all the malic acid, which is the tart yumminess of the sumac. Maybe mix it with some lime when you're cooking with it. If you're using the sumac berries as a seasoning, try some lime. Okay, buff chickens are yellowish. Okay, April, there's a whole bunch of plums on trees by my house, but they're yellow. They look ripe. I'll pick one and see. Yeah, report back if the tree has thorns or not. If the plum tree has thorns or not. Like, fairly long, like inch-long thorns. Hey, Jacqueline. Yep, pear butter. Spiced pears. There you go. Have we noticed that all the bad tasting stuff is cooked on bacon and suddenly it's delicious? Magic. Oh man, I just realized the group take is downstairs. I don't dare wake up the other teenager. Yep, Darlene, and all cruciforias have cancer-fighting properties. Yep. Bacon makes everything better. This is true. Jennifer, Kimberly is saying they have tree shakers, actually. They use them on pistachio or almond. I wonder if plums would be too delicate. Possibly. I guess it depends on if you get them before they're completely ripe. Ooh, Kelly, I've harvested a ton of elderberries this weekend, and they suddenly came out in force. I'll be dehydrating them for the next week. Awesome. All right, Darlene, they use tree shakers for pecans. And some of those pecan trees are big. Yeah. Laura, I vote just eat the bacon. Forget the yucky stuff. Nah. Oh, cool. I'm caught up. Okay, so I can have a sip of coffee. All right, Kiri. 2 years I canned a ton of pears from a friend's tree. Still have plenty of canned pears. Want some pear sauce? Can you just puree it? Henry, love me some Brussels sprouts, but you can all keep the pine nuts. That's interesting. I've never known that some people don't like pine nuts. Fascinating. Yep, weren't you going to catch the plums in midair? So if they're shaking. What I need is one of those foot activated things. On sewing machines, they have the foot button. So I step on that and it shakes the tree and I snatch. And then put them in a basket and then press the button and it shakes the tree and snatch. Yeah, that's the way to do it. There we go. Oh, Diane, my chive plant has put out a ton of beautiful flowers. Anything I can do with them? Yeah, you can eat the flowers. Use them throw them in wherever you would put onion. I would let some of them go to seed because the onion seeds are really good too. They make these little nutlet type things. Oh, and I'm happy to report Mo the moon onion is still alive. He's growing fairly slowly, but he's still alive. And today is watering day, so I need to water him here. I used to make apple pies for my kids using pears. Very tasty. Ah, hey, Beth. You new here? Good morning from Tomball. You used to work in Tomball. I'm just down the road from you in Spring. Is Mel's Diner still there? Mel's Diner didn't close, did it? Jennifer, how about a Melanie with a walkie-talkie? Okay, I must have missed something because I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh. Laura, in Canada, we get prospector's license. I wish we could have foraging license from federal land too. That would be cool. Oh, good, good. Mel's is still there. I need to get to Mel's. I haven't been there. I was at the Pecos Grill a couple of weeks ago. Also, the what is it? The tea house, the tea room. It was fun walking in there with a Mohawk guy. Let me tell you. But yeah, so hey, again, welcome to the Donut Shop, Beth. Hope you like it. We love Mel's. When my folks come down, or when they used to come down, they always had to go to Mel's. I was always tempted to do the big Mel's burger to try and get my the name and picture on the wall, but my desire to be at least slightly healthy always won over my desire for fame. So I started this instead, and I think it's worked out all right. But cool. Tom Bowling. Yeah, I used to work at Baker Hughes there, right on the edge of town. Well, I used to work at BJ Services right there on the edge of town, which got bought by Baker Hughes. And then lots of bad things happened, but so be it. All right, Kimberly, they have a bib, like an inverted tree skirt that they put around the tree. Look up Tree Shaker on YouTube. It's pretty cool. I think it was like a 3 a.m. find. Ah, hello, Marta. Okay, what are some of my favorite edible tubers? So the canna lily, and I think that's actually what I'm posting today after the show, is a little reel about canna lilies. So the great thing about canna lilies is you can use them pretty much just like potatoes. They're a little more fibrous. So I recommend chopping, mashing, things like that. But the canna lilies, one of the nice things about the canna lilies is they are a very pretty plant. And so if they just kind of pop up in abandoned lots and places like that, people go, ooh, pretty plants. And they don't really do anything about it. And thereby preparing, calories for the next apocalypse, whatever's on schedule. I don't know what it is. So that one. Another thing I really like is betony tubers. So the betony, it's a mint. And it makes these little tubers, and they taste kind of like mild radishes. So they're not quite the starch-filled of, like a potato type thing. Now, if you want to go back towards potato type things, there is the arrowhead plant, also known as the wapato, sometimes called duck potato, that produces small aquatic, down in the muck, underwater type potatoes. Those are really good. And then also the ground nut, which is also very good, which is a vine that's usually growing along the shore of the water. And then also going back into the water is the American lotus, which produces a big lotus fruit just like the Asian lotus. So those would be my first choices. Oh, okay, Beth, I used to call them BJ Services. I sold PCB boards to y'all. Yeah, my understanding now is BJ Services, well, it split off from Baker Hughes, again, a few years ago, and then it just kind of self-destructed. Bummer, bummer, bummer. But yeah, I was at Baker Hughes / BJ Services from 2004 until 2016. Driving down to Tomball. All right, Henry. Has more to do with the pine nuts don't like me. Ah, okay. And it's too bad the cantina doesn't have that funky music from Star Wars Bar where Obi-Wan hires Han Solo for transport. Yeah, that one. That would be cool. I wonder if I could do that. Oh, Laura, I tried grapefruit mint this weekend. That was tasty. That sounds interesting. So I could see that. Of course, now my mind immediately leaps to cocktails, but so be it. Yep, Bettany is mint, but Paul Bettany is a vision. Yep. Wasn't he also in A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger? That was a good movie. That was a silly movie, but that was a good movie. Oh, Clover, cool. The Cantina song is my ringtone. That's so cool. Oh, and don't forget, in the Cantina tonight, those of you who are in there, it's Cocktail Monday, so from 5 until 6. So I'm working from home today because of logistic issues. So the original plan, of course, was to go to Tres Amigos there on 34th and Shepherd. Yeah. And I'm still thinking of running down there and setting things up. But I don't know. We'll see how the day goes and how stressful it is and stuff like that. It's cocktail hour, the happy hour at Cantina Merriweather, or Merriweather's Cantina actually, would probably occur here. But either way, from 5 to 6, kind of like the donut shop, but with 2 cocktails. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, let me just bring up the link here. So there is a cover charge, as I tell people. So it's for those who go up above and beyond the supporting of Foraging Texas and pay $2.49 a month for extra added content and me. So, so I'm not doing the Cantina live right now, but the 5 to 6 p.m. happy hour will be live at the Cantina there. So, hey Dina, good morning. Dina, did I tell you we set up 3 dates at the Houston Botanical Garden? We're going to do 2 cooking classes and a Zoom presentation this year yet. So I actually need to reach out and tell him exactly what I plan on cooking and talking about today. So, Laura, a neighbor saw me admiring his garden of marigolds planted with Tabasco peppers. Turns out his whole backyard is hot peppers. It was magical. He gave us a range of them. Now I need to figure out how to get the seeds and grow them. Okay, I love that movie. Which character was he? I think he was the knight, like the knight that hung out with the losers rather than the arrogant knight, but I don't remember now. But he had a fairly proper way about him. Bam. I love this place so much because I learned so much about him. Oh, wait. Okay, he was Chaucer? As in the author Chaucer? That could be too. Cool, cool. That would make sense. I could see him being a good Chaucer. All right. Jonathan, I don't drink, but I'll be at the Cantina. Good, 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 good. Who knows what the topics will be? Probably a little more adult level. Cinnamon, later, taters. Have to go to work. Enjoy your Monday. We'll try. We'll try. Hey, Jenny. Good morning. Did you have a good weekend? How are you? Dina, that's great. Recently saw one of the cooking episodes. Wondering what you're going to dish up. Oh, I can tell you in advance. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of the homemade pasta with infused plants. And it's a real easy thing to do. It's a cheap thing to do. It's a fun family thing to do. So, yeah, the first class will be making pasta, without any special equipment. I think I'll probably bring a number of wine bottles in to use as rolling pins and, things like that. So yeah, the first one will be pasta infused with some plants because you can, use any number of different plants then to infuse into the pasta. And so it'll be a good base foundation for using stuff. And then the second one will probably be the fermented greens, how to make a sauerkraut sort of thing. Go with that. And then, other plants that you can throw in there. And then the Zoom presentation will be the winter weeds of Houston, because it'll be later in the fall than at that point. Jonathan, I like Paul Hogan from Crocodile Dundee. I used to practice being a bushman as a kid, and I guess I still do. You and me both, brother. He was the man. Yep. Or I can't sleep after reading news articles. I can't sleep after watching garden videos or Merriweather's World. My brain gets too interested in everything but sleep. All right. I know it's a serious. Okay, serious question. How long does it take Farkleberry to mature? Probably 10 years or more. Farkleberry we drink. So, and I'm basing this, I have a Farkleberry in my backyard, and it's getting close to 10 years now, and it still hasn't produced fruit. It's a pretty slow growing tree. So, yeah. Laura, what were the news articles that kept you awake, though? Because if it worries you, then we should be worried, too. Okay, so, well, it doesn't apply to you as much, but the big infrastructure bill that they are finishing up, there's a bunch of really crappy stuff in that. The most worrying one is Dick Durbin has put the food supplements safety rider in it, or amendment, which basically will shut down things like herbal supplements, monster drinks, and a number of other, basically anything like that's a dietary supplement, vitamins and all this sort of thing, because they will only be allowed as prescribed by doctors. Because, you know, safety, we got to take care of the people. People are overdosing on Monster and dying, and so we have to ban everything. So, you, Dick Durbin. So that would kill Medicine Man Plant Co. So I'm a little worried about that. And then also, if you read into the other part of the bill where all new vehicles sold after a certain point have to have the breathalyzer, built-in breathalyzer, and facial recognition camera, so to stop drunk drivers. So every car will need a breathalyzer that you have to breathe into before it will let you start it, and have a face recognition camera making sure the driver is the one breathing into it. And that's going to be required. I forget what year it started, but within like 4 years or 5 years, something like that. And one thing I'm picturing with that, besides the whole, you know, guilty until proven innocent by blowing in a tube, you know, they're going to want replaceable, you know, for cleanliness and safety. You don't just put your lips on the tube and blow. You got to have one of those little, you know, things you, and then you throw it. And you know, those are just going to be thrown out the window. So what they say, there's like, since the beginning of the COVID, 2.4 billion masks have ended up in the ocean, where it takes them about 400 years to break down because people just fling them, you know, even though they're a highly toxic chemical waste or biological waste. So I just see the same. If they have to have a box of these little breathalyzer things that every time they have to blow to start their car, they're just going to throw them out the window. So it's just going to be ugly. Ugh, don't take my monsters. How else will I stress test my kidneys? Exactly. Yeah, all that and more. Oh, there's just a list of crazy ass stuff. The thing to remember about politicians is they have to find new problems to solve, otherwise they're no longer needed. Yeah, also those proposed laws don't make it off the table. Some are just submitted proof points or set people off, but yeah, but others do make it in. And there doesn't seem to be much pushback on them. So, yep, Jennifer, new U.S. motto, ugly and uglier. Whoa, holy crap, it's 8:01. Why didn't my alarm go off? Huh. Okay, so, group take, you're on your own. Group take, yay! Group take, group take. You got to take it on your own because I got to get to work. But anyway, have a good Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a great week. Hopefully you don't go to a wake. I will be back live at the Cantina. Like I said, this is the, if you go to the top of this Facebook page, there is a become a supporter. And like I said, for $2.49 a month, that's cheap. I think I probably sold myself too cheap. Anyway, $2.49 a month, you get extra access over into Merriweather's Cantina, a live group that's constantly going and all sorts of discussions happening there. So 5 to 6 tonight. Anyhow, yep, politicians never solve a thing. Okay, on that note, like I said, don't forget to take your supplements while you still can. I will see some of you tonight. I'll see the rest of you tomorrow. Mom, Dad, love you. Tribe, love you. End broadcast. This morning went fast.